Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Leaf League for the second half of tonight's games. Joining off from Curtis and Simone, it's going to be myself, Switchblade Jane, joining me on the caster's desk. It's going to be Mega Shogun from RLCS fame. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I like the way that sounded. RLCS fame, not RLCS ditch. I actually live in, but yeah, I appreciate that. It's good to be here, and we are going to be casting some beautiful Leaf League. It's going to be pretty entertaining. We have got Northern Gaming versus ParallaX.
Yeah, Northern Gaming versus ParallaX. I just wanted to get your thoughts very quickly before we got into this one of just general predictions, how you think this one's going to play out, and well, what we're expecting to see during this next matchup.
It's pretty hard to bet against Northern Gaming, especially now that they've got Devo added in. I mean, Devo is a huge player. We expected the fact that him being added was going to now create a top two of sorts in EU of just Flipside versus Northern Gaming. However, not really turned out that way from what we've seen from Gfinity. However, ParallaX, one of these up-and-coming teams trying to break into that top three. It's been set like that now for quite a while. This is another team trying to get their way through.
Yeah, definitely. And this is probably going to be one of their big challenges in this case. And when you talk about the team comp of Northern Gaming, I was actually going to bring on to this. But, just mentioning about how Devo could, potentially disrupt how Northern Gaming kind of play style. You said them actually would you say that they're better than the way they were the way they were before? Or would you probably say, how well has this lineup improved with the addition of Devo?
At this point, it's speculation. For anyone that is talking about this, it's speculation. It hasn't been long enough for us to fully know whether or not this has been a worthwhile addition. However, they would not have got rid of Mystic if they didn't believe that this was the right move to make. So we're going to see through time how well Devo adapts to this team. But right now, what is important right now is how well they adapt to this secrecy team. Okay, just in the things on our little Baguette versus Secrecy. That's not exactly it, is it? Let's get into this.
No, we'll have to adjust those overlays in just a quick second. It is Northern Gaming versus ParallaX. In case you were wondering, early kick-offs will go towards the ParallaX side. Early shots come through, and it will be Maestro starting things off. First goal within 15 seconds. We'll start things off perfectly on the Northern Gaming side.
Well, we were talking about how they were going to work towards the right now. Don't look to the future. Worry about what they're going to do right now. A goal within 14 seconds, that's called playing it pretty well right now. Parallax need to do better, especially off the kickoffs, because Northern Gaming can shut them down very quickly.
Indeed, and it looks like we'll try for a shot already. Ramco off the defensive. Devo's going to follow it through back over to the other side of the pitch. Ramco now will try and set it up, but three players are there to defend. If they overcommit, this could end up really badly there. Maestro disrupts the ball's direction. Devo now going to have to try to take control, but fortunately Alex got himself back off the right angles. But even so, Northern Gaming playing it aggressively. They're trying to set themselves up here, and it looks like they might try for something here. Breaks has got the shot out, will disrupt it once again. But off the backboard, this could be a chance here for Northern Gaming. Maestro now going to stop it. Extreme Champ gets it out the way. Once again centered, but Northern Gaming not able to capitalise now. We head straight over towards their go. Remco just about saves a shot from Pornflakes. Perfectly done on the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, very good now from both teams. It looks like Northern Gaming are struggling to just sort of squeeze out that defense that we're seeing here from ParallaX. But at the same time, we're seeing them get a lot of the ball. ParallaX need to be able to contest this ball further down the field because stuff like this is going to keep happening. If they get stuck in that final third, they're not winning.
Indeed, we'll see a shot comes out off the backboard. Remco going to disrupt the ball's direction once again. And so far, it's remained in Northern Gaming's control. Parallax just trying to see if they can set up a shot. Devo's going to go for one. Pornflakes deflects it once again away from the net, but Maestro once again with the aggression will get it off the backboard. Remco's going to try for another shot, and that will be the second in favour of Northern Gaming, and Parallax unable to get themselves on the scoreboard thus far as we are quickly approaching towards half-time.
This is the type of gameplay that your average viewer would always associate with Northern Gaming, consistently hitting off the backboard, forcing the defense to not be able to get towards it, and taking a free shot off the rebound. Very good play there, just almost settling into their groove to try and get a hold of that goal.
And it seems like the defensive is just not there for Parallax, as it will be Northern Gaming getting a third in quick succession within 14 seconds of kickoff, and that's just ridiculous coming out, and just the Parallax defensive was just not there. They all tried to go for aggressive plays, and as a result, it works out against them. 3 minutes 15 on the clock to try and find at least 3 in this case. This kickoff will work towards the Parallax advantage this time, as it is up in the Northern Gaming corner.
There are two main questions that I have to come up with when it comes to that goal. Firstly, where was the defense? And secondly, what is that at the end of Maestro's name? That is ugly. Get rid of that thing, Maestro.
It's a full stop and a slash, apparently. Devo with a debt onto Extreme Champ. As we are closely approaching the halftime area, finally, Pornflakes will finally get a shot on towards the goal. A little bit of confusion comes out, but still manages to work. As this time it'll be Northern Gaming's defensive that's just not on point. Remco missed the early disruption. As a result, it will be the first in favour of ParallaX. Hopefully the first of many. They've got plenty of ground to make up here.
Well, this is definitely different to how we've seen quite a few of our starting games here today. Rather than taking it slowly, having that 1-0 or 2-0 sort of game, we've got a 3-1 and we're not even halfway through this matchup just yet. No feeling out process, just go in with the haymakers.
Remco and Devo feeding it off each other, bounce off the back wall, trying to see if they can set themselves up because the goal is open, nobody's there to save it, and Remco's going to take full advantage of that. You can score one, we'll just score one straight back. It's 4-1 in favour of Northern Gaming, just past the half-time point in ParallaX. Well, what have they got to mount to try and come back here? They've got 3 goals to get at least in the next 2 minutes 26, and it's going to be a big struggle against Northern Gaming.
They need to find a way of matching this pace. They need to find a way of not always playing on reaction to Northern Gaming, because Northern Gaming move that ball around so well. They always take that extra touch, and that's exactly what takes the ball away from teams such as ParallaX, where they just get stuck eventually because they're too busy trying to chase something that they cannot catch up to.
2 minutes to go now, just a little bit over, and it'll be over towards the Northern Gaming corner. Now ParallaX going to see if they can set themselves up. Maestro will get it out the way. There's Pornflakes with another block off towards Devo, who will now take control up the side wall. And there's another shot coming out from Extreme Chump. Goes for the goal, but Remco's there to defend. And so far, well, it looks like aggression, and he's going to get close towards the goal again. This time, however, Northern Gaming going to get it straight back out away. But ParallaX now, with the aggression, will keep it back over towards the Northern Gaming side of the pitch. Maestro going to change things on that case. Going to try for a shot. Will be deflected by Pornflakes once again, as they will challenge and face towards the corner now. Devo blocks, gets it back over, tries for an aerial shot. Pornflakes is in the perfect spot to try and defend it, and will do so. But even so, Maestro's there. And it's just this constant follow-up that Northern Gaming managed to find every time they score a goal. Once Pornflakes is out of it, instant shot, 5-1.
Devo, as good as that play was for him, to start getting that ball up into the air, hit it off the crossbar and set up for his teammates, should not have ever had that type of space. They are 5-1 up now, and I can only imagine that scoreline going up even further, because whilst ParallaX look like they've lost this matchup, Northern Gaming look to keep adding on to it, making a statement in this first match.
Yeah, now it will be back over towards the ParallaX side. Extreme Chump gets it right back over to the Northern Gaming side of things, and Pornflakes will go for a shot, picks up the goal, but again, we're back in circles. It's come full circle. It's a massive mountain for them to climb. They're down about 3 points here, 5-2, and there's still a lot more ground to cover up, so I do want to see them try and mount a bit more of an offensive up against the Northern Gaming side. As kickoff comes to be, Maestro will get first touch. Extreme Chump, however, quick off the advantage. A minute to go now. A bit of a mountain to climb. Remco gets it back away from the Northern Gaming goal. Alex is still there to challenge. Maestro going to go for a disruption. Devo gets it out of the way instead. So nothing still for ParallaX.
They are still trying to find their way through. And touches like this are going to make it even more difficult. Look at how quick Northern Gaming are after stuff like that. They are lucky that the shot did not go in against them, ParallaX are. But they need to stop these from happening. The area around the goal is being used so often here by Northern Gaming, and they're getting these rebounds so often as well, that it's not allowing ParallaX Gaming really an opportunity to set themselves up for anything right now.
Devo was shot a little bit too far out of left field, but 15 seconds to go. I think Northern Gaming realise they've got this one in the bag, and they look to take the first matchup here in our round of 4. There's 5 seconds going by. There's no way ParallaX can really try and find this one. They'll go for a shot, but at this point, it's all for bragging rights. 5-3 now, and a second on the clock here. Northern Gaming pretty much going to win this one out here against ParallaX.
And we're seeing the importance throughout these games of using your team. Every single goal here has been assisted. I'm not too sure how that second goal from ParallaX was assisted, considering that was a poor clearance from Remco, but We're seeing a high percentage of these players using teammates, making sure that ball is bounced around, not keeping it into one position, because long shots at this level is not going to work. Pretty much all of the players at this level know how to deal with that and know how to deal with it well.
And we should make note, when it's not Baguette, it is Northern Gaming. Still meant to change those, change up the scoreboard. But Northern Gaming with a very convincing 5-3 there, taking match number 1 here. And could this be the story of, well, where we're going to see things go from here on out? Because ParallaX, they've shown some good potential in managing to find some goals. It's just a case of trying to get that defensive in play whenever Northern Gaming manage to go full tilt.